Westchester County has it all, including plenty of dining choices. Restaurant Week is coming, and we've got all the action from the kickoff at Chatterbox 54. Right here, right now on Westchester Talk Radio.
Good afternoon, and we are live here in Briarcliff Manor at the Chatterbox 54. We're broadcasting live. You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio, powered by Shark Media and made possible by Entergy, Indian Point Energy Center. New York is stronger with Indian Point on, and the Westchester County Tourism and Film Bureau. Meet me in Westchester. Well, as usual, every time I interview this man, he's looking at a menu and preparing to eat. It seems very...
I can't figure out what I want.
County Executive Rob Astorino, welcome to the program. You didn't pick anything yet?
Well, I made the pizza, so I got to try my own pizza. And I'm kind of used to that at home with the kids. My wife actually makes an amazing pizza at home on the grill. But here, I got to actually spread the dough, make it, toss it, and make it, and I can't wait to eat it.
Is this a breaking story? County Executive Rob Astorino has made pizza for Restaurant Week. Now, this is a misnomer. It's a 2-week Restaurant Week, this Hudson Valley Restaurant Week.
It's very cool because it's, it's really a great opportunity for people to go to areas that they don't normally go to. We're kind of creatures of habit, right? So if we live in one area, we go to like a 5-mile radius, and that's the restaurant we know, and those are the restaurants we'll try. This is a real good chance for people to just kind of get in the car and go.
Yes.
Family or whatever, and experience something new and experience a different part of the county. Or in this case, it's Hudson Valley Week. Go to another county if you want. This is the one time we'll let you spend your money somewhere else.
Oh, no, we don't want to do that. No. Well, you had mentioned something earlier during your speech that resonated with me. Westchester's become, it always has been, but even more so now, a tourist destination for people.
Oh, it really is. It's amazing that, we've done a lot of outreach to the film industry. And so increasingly number of TV commercials, TV shows, movies are being filmed in this county all over. And, for film scouts, they look for different locations, and they request to the county, like, do you have a location that's a Main Street feel?
Yes.
With Victorians?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have, a park that overlooks a river? Yes. Do you have an amusement park? Yes. All these kind of things, and so they have so many places to pick from, including we have filming in our own jail, the county jail, and in our own building where I work. A very old building, and they've, Billions was just there filming the other day, a scene. So there's so many different things to choose from. The hotel industries, we've got new hotels coming. We just opened up a Hampton Inn by Hilton in Yonkers the other day, and many others are slated. They were just approved one in
Tuckahoe.
Correct. So you've got a lot of options for people to have meetings, business meetings. We've got an airport you can fly into. And so it all kind of comes together. And the restaurants are flourishing everywhere. It used to be you got to go into New York City for the best. Well, New York City obviously is a great place, and they've got great restaurants. But a lot of those owners are now opening their own restaurants, their second or third restaurants here in Westchester.
Well, we have just a plethora of great restaurants here in Westchester. When you were talking about Westchester as a movie site, now this is before you were county executive, but one of the more famous episodes of The Sopranos, which was supposed to be the Pine Barrens, was actually in Harrison, in the park there.
Yeah, and the list goes on. The Sopranos is one. We just had an argument the other night, a healthy argument, at my sister's house, and all of us got together, and I said, what is the best TV show of all time?
Yeah.
And I threw them out 3. I said The Walking Dead, which is phenomenal, but you got to be part of. You got to be a walker to watch it. The Sopranos, and Breaking Bad.
Oh boy, that was a tough. Who won?
We had a really good, healthy debate on that, and it was really hard. I went with The Sopranos.
So would I.
And I went with Breaking Bad second. And a very close third was The Walking Dead. I love them all. So,
have you seen any of those Netflix shows? I am a huge fan of the Kevin Spacey presidential one.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, the minute that came out, I watched all 13 episodes.
Oh,
yeah, a weekend. Of course, I love that one. That's a great one.
Hey, I'm going to get back to Restaurant Week for a minute, but since you also are known to have started your career in radio and sports, do you have a horse in the World Series?
It's a great series. I watched Game 1. It was a great game. The pitching for the Indians is so deep. And that's what people don't realize. Their bullpen is so phenomenal. But you can't ask for a better World Series. One that hasn't won it in 50-something years, and the other one hasn't won it almost in, 90 years?
Of 100?
71 years. So 100 won it, 71 since they've been in it, right, the Cubs? So it's just a great story. I'm rooting for the Cubs.
Me too.
I have a sentimental favorite there because one of my best friends from high school moved out after college to Chicago, and so I've been spending time when I would go out to Chicago, and we would do rooftop parties at Wrigley Field. And so, the Cubs are just kind of special. It's a neighborhood team, but they're the lovable losers, right? And Cleveland, same thing. The Indians haven't won in a long time, but and normally I'm an American League guy, but I'm rooting for the Cubs.
An American League guy. I didn't know that. We're talking the American League guy whose voice you hear is that of Rob Astorino. He is the county executive. He is here to initiate, we're at Chatterbox 54, to kick off Restaurant Week. Now, it's a misnomer because it's actually 2 weeks long with fixed prices, $20.95 for lunch, $29.95 for dinner, 3 courses. You go on the website for it. That's quite 200 restaurants, County Executive.
At $29.95.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, how do you beat that? You get an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. I mean, that's an amazing price when you think about it. And so it's such a wonderful list to choose. The hardest thing is, even if you were to go out every night, 14 nights of Restaurant Week, you'd still have, 180?
180 to go. Now, I understand you're willing to write a note for people to leave the county, since it's actually Hudson Valley Restaurant Week. You'll give somebody a free pass.
They get a pass for one night.
Just one night.
Yeah, then they can come back.
One of the things, the job of county executive is so varied, and in a role like this, you also have to be, I think the term we use is cheerleader in chief. That's got to be a fun part of the job, helping grow business and helping grow, which of course is important to the tax revenue, the tax rolls and everything else, but helping grow business, helping grow interest in tourism is a big part of the job.
It really is, and it's one of my messages actually to the business leaders, the corporate leaders and others, and even the real estate folks. If you're trying to get a business to come into the county, to relocate from Chicago or Cleveland, wherever, let me be the biggest cheerleader. Let me extol the virtues of this county and let them know from the tippy top that they're welcome here and we will work with them to get them here. And that goes for small business, just like any restaurant, It's a great place, and we should be touting it. I don't think anyone who lives in Westchester says, I don't like Westchester. Most people, the vast majority, say, this is a special place.
Oh, it is.
It really is.
I'm an adopted Westchesterian. I came here about 15 years ago on business and never left, essentially.
Yeah, it's a great place. I was born and raised in this county, and no matter where I go in the world, and I've been fortunate to travel the country a lot and internationally, as spectacular as Rome is, or Dublin, or Chicago, I always want to come back here.
I bet. Now, Mr. County Executive, we have to go here before we leave. Now, if there are small children at home or anyone with a weak stomach, you may want to take them away from the radio. You made a pizza.
I did.
Now, what kind of pizza? Is it just a plain pizza?
We went basic plain. It was just, I spread the dough. I tossed it successfully.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned.
You put a spin on it. I mean, you are an elected official. Spins are what you guys do.
That's right. But, the cameras are on you. You can't mess this one up because that's a YouTube moment. So I had to get it correct.
Okay.
And I did, thank God.
Now, what's on top of this spun dough?
Who's the patron saint of dough? Because I prayed to whoever it is.
The Doughboy.
Well, yeah.
Saint Doughboy.
Yeah.
Now, what's on top? Because people need to know and they need to warn their friends and family.
Yes, they should warn them. But basically, we just went cheese.
Oh, I like the cheese with sauce.
Almost like a margarita, but plain pizza.
Now, did you Westchester boys call it sauce or gravy when you were a kid?
That's a big debate. I always went with sauce. You can go with the purity of the gravy, but either one of them does. And there's nothing better. 3 weeks ago, and I do it like once a year, I made meatballs on Saturday night.
My man.
And I made the sauce / gravy, but I had to call my mother.
You did?
Well, she's what I grew up on with her stuff, and whenever she suggests that she'll make dinner, everyone's hand goes up. And so I called her and said, Ma, I need the recipe. I forgot, exactly how you kind of make it. So she wrote it out, she took a picture, and she texted me that. and I made them, and they were really good. They came out really, really good. So I was proud of myself. But there's nothing. If you grew up in an Italian household, you know this, right?
Yes.
On Sunday morning before church, we would go downstairs, and the sauce would already be on, simmering, and so the smell to go.
Did you steal anything?
Well, I took a little piece of bread.
And dip it.
Of course, and you dip and you try it. It was great.
Did your mother or grandmother fry the meatballs before she slid them into the sauce?
Yes, and that's what I did.
Yeah,
I fried them, and then there's a little secret now that my mother told me. She goes, at the end, after you put them all in the sauce to then, simmer, she would put a little red wine in the pan, and it would get a little hard, and you would scrape that off, and you put that in the sauce.
Yep.
Good.
It's just making me. But what I used to do, in addition to dipping, I have been known to steal meatballs before their time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you got to test them, right?
Really do. Well, County Executive, you've been a great sport, and obviously this is a great day, kicking off Hudson Valley Restaurant Week. I want to congratulate you on a great kickoff, and thank you for your time.
Thanks, Bob. Let's go eat.
And good luck with, go eat, go enjoy the pizza. I'll do my job right here. Good luck, everyone. Thank you so much.